Hello, dear little friends. Welcome to Dive into Pooja's Books, where we share lots of knowledge with you that book reading can bring to us. And we increase the curiosity in your little minds so that you go and read more and more books in every opportunity that you get. So, have you ever wondered what's there beyond this beautiful earth in the space? Have you ever just gazed at the stars in the sky in the night and noticed the different colors, the different shapes, the brightness of the stars, and wondered what is there out there in the space and why? So, yes, today we are going to look at our solar system and try to answer most of your questions. We are going to see very interesting facts in this ride today. We might find that it might rain diamonds at the Uranus. We'll see why is Jupiter the biggest planet? Why is Venus called the evil twin of the Earth? And why did all of this started the Big Bang Theory and lots of more facts? So, let's get ready and let's start. What is a planet? A planet is a body that travels around a star. There are billions of stars in our universe. Our star of our solar system is the Sun. The Sun holds 8 large planets in paths that go round and round. You can't see it, but there is a force called gravity that holds the planets in place. It's the Sun's strong gravity that is holding these 8 large planets and many more small planets and comets and asteroids in place. Our solar system might seem like a very big place, but it's just one solar system in a galaxy called the Milky Way. So far, scientists have counted 500 other solar systems in our galaxy. Now, the Milky Way is just one of the hundreds of billions of galaxies in the universe. So now you get the picture. There is the universe which is holding hundreds of billions of galaxies, and from that there is this Milky Way galaxy in which our solar system of our Sun and 8 planets exist. How does all it started? How did the universe come in place in the first place? So most of the scientists believe that the answer to this is the Big Bang Theory. What is the Big Bang Theory? So the Big Bang is the name for the leading theory behind the birth of everything. Be it atoms, light, gravity, gases, stars, planets, galaxies, and even time itself. The Big Bang Theory is nothing but it explains how our universe is made. The Big Bang Theory is the leading explanation about how the universe began. At its simplest, it says the universe as we know, it started with a small singularity, very small, that inflated over the next 13.8 billion years to the cosmos that we know today. In the beginning, the universe was smaller and hotter than a chili seed, much smaller than tiny, more miniature than microscopic, and hotter than hot. And then the forces of nature were unified, joined into a single field by the extreme conditions they found themselves in. As things began to open up one by one, the forces of nature separated. So this picture tells us the age of the various things that exist in the universe. As that we know the big picture, we will look at in detail about our own solar system. As we saw, our solar system is made up of Sun and the 8 planets and few dwarf planets that it holds together. So our Sun is the brightest star. It is our own star. Our planet Earth orbits around the Sun. The Sun makes a lot of heat and light. Its surface is about 100 times hotter than a hot summer day. It's also very, very big. 1 million Earths could fit inside the Sun. The center of the Sun is made of helium. We divide our 8 planets into the inner planets and the outer planets, which are divided with this belt of asteroids. So the inner planets are the Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. They are in the hotter part of our solar system. These planets are the 4 closest to the Sun. They are made of rock and metal, and hence they are called the terrestrial planets. Now the outer planets, those are the gas giants. Beyond the rocky inner planets, there are 4 gas giants. They are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These huge planets are made of big clouds of gas and liquid. Gravity pulls the gas and liquid into a planet shape. All gas giants have rings. The rings are mostly made of ice and dust. Out of these, Uranus and Neptune, they are also called the ice giants because they are mostly made of liquid ice. Beyond this, we have the dwarf planets. You might be wondering why the Pluto is not in the list. Pluto was earlier mentioned as a planet, but then it is removed from the list of planets because it is considered quite small to be called a planet. So it is in the list of dwarf planets now. So dwarf planets are planet-like objects that are part of our solar system. They are much smaller than regular planets. So this picture shows us the actual size in comparison to the Earth of the other planets. So as we see here, Jupiter is the largest planet, followed by the Saturn, which is the second largest planet, and we see that Mercury is the smallest. You can imagine the size of the planets compared to Earth in this picture. Do you know the name of your planets by heart?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so let's look at them one by one.
Sun.
Sun. To start with, our own star, Sun. Okay, the smallest one closest to the Sun, Mercury.
Mercury.
Okay, next is the Venus.
Venus.
Then the Earth, the blue, white and green where we all live, Earth.
Earth.
Then is the red planet, the Mars.
Mars.
The largest planet, Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Good. The planet with the rings, Saturn.
Saturn.
The blue planet where it might rain diamonds, Uranus.
Uranus.
And the largest, the farthest blue planet, Neptune.
Neptune.
Very good. You said all the planet names correctly. You liked it?
Yes.
Ooh. So now let's take a closer look at the details of each of the planets and find some interesting facts about them. Mercury, our fastest planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. It is only a little larger than our Moon. It is covered by dust, rocks and craters. It takes around 59 days for it to rotate once around its axis. Venus. So Venus is the next. Venus is sometimes called Earth's twin. It's not only the closest planet to Earth, it's also the most similar to Earth. Both planets are about the same size. They are made up of many of the same things. And hence it's called the twin. But why evil? Because the most important difference is found in the air rather than on the ground. Venus' atmosphere is made of sulfuric acid. There is also carbon dioxide. These two chemicals are deadly for humans to breathe. So Venus rotates very slowly, so slowly that more than 100 Earth days pass before Venus starts another day. Another fact about Venus, Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise. All the other planets, they spin anti-clockwise. This is opposite of the other planets in our solar systems. That means that on Venus, the sun rises in the west and it sets in the east. Earth, our mother planet. So, as we all know, Earth is the only planet that is known to support life. Why so? They say that it is the Goldilocks zone. Remember the Goldilocks story in Time into Pooja's books? Where she eats the porridge which was not too hot and not too cold but just right. Similarly, the temperature on the earth is in the Goldilocks zone. It is not too hot, it is not too cold. It is just right to support the life. So 70% of its surface is water and only 30% is land. It's tilted, it causes the seasons on the planet. Mars, it is the angry red planet. The largest volcano in the solar system is on Mars, which is called the Olympus Mons. It is almost 3 times as taller as the Mount Everest. Mars also has seasons like Earth. This is caused by the tilt of the planet's axis at a similar angle to the tilt of Earth's. Scientists found evidence of water on Mars. They've also found hints that bacteria may have lived on the red planet. If this is true, it would be the first evidence of life anywhere other than Earth. Outside of Earth, Mars is the planet friendliest to human life. There is a very little air and it is very cold. But it has days that are just a little longer than 24 hours. The rocky red ground is suitable to stand on, but its seasons are twice as long as Earth's. No one has visited Mars yet, but 3 rovers have landed on the planet and sent back information. Mars looks red because the soil has a lot of iron oxide in it, that is rust. Jupiter. Jupiter is our largest planet. Earth could fit into Jupiter over 1300 times. Jupiter has more than twice as much mass than all the other planets combined. Jupiter is made of almost entirely of gas. Jupiter has this giant red spot, which is just one of Jupiter's hurricanes. It is a great storm that has raged for at least 400 years and it's still continuing on Jupiter. Jupiter has a thin set of rings, hardly visible from Earth. Jupiter has the strongest pull of gravity in the solar system. Saturn, the rings of beauty. Saturn is the second largest planet. The many moons of Saturn are as different as fire and ice. There are many moons around Saturn and it is also a gas giant. For hundreds of years, people have admired the beautiful rings of Saturn. Astronomers report the rings are made of bits of ice, rock, and dust. Over the years, they have found more than 60 moons in Saturn's orbit. Uranus. Uranus is the only planet in our solar system to rotate on its side. If we were able to see Uranus's moons orbiting the planet, they would go over and under the planet like lights on a Ferris wheel. Uranus's pale blue color is caused by the methane gas in its atmosphere, which filters out the red light. Neptune. Even with a telescope, this distant world appears small and faint. The methane gas in Neptune's atmosphere also makes it look blue. Neptune is thought to have a rocky core. Icy water, ammonia, and methane surround the core. Since its discovery in 1846, Neptune has not yet completed a full orbit. It takes almost 165 years for the planet to go around the Sun. Neptune has the strongest winds in the solar system and a dark spot similar to Jupiter's great red spot. Let's look at some more interesting facts from this young reader who has figured out really some nice facts about planets. Let's see them.
Hi, my name is Shlok and I'm here to tell you some cool facts about planets.
Go.
Fact number 1. Why is Jupiter the biggest planet? Jupiter is the biggest planet because after the Sun's formation, Jupiter sucked up most of the leftover debris, making it the biggest planet. Fact number 2. Is it true that in Uranus it rains diamonds? Researchers have found that Uranus's crushing atmosphere compresses an explosive gas called methane into precious stones. And in the depths of Uranus, clouds may rain diamonds. Number 3. Why does Saturn have its rings? Saturn has a moon called Phobos that orbits the planet in a different direction than all the other moons and gives off a dust that creates a dark ring around the planet. Okay, fact number 4. Is it true that aliens exist? Researchers have found exoplanets that contain water, which means that it's giving the nutrition for life to exist. So life can exist there. Bye, thank you.
Thank you, dear Shlok. Those were wonderful facts. And yes, I hope you liked this video and you learned a lot from them as we did. So don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Share the link with your friends so that everyone learns. See you again into more videos of Dive into Pooja's books. Bye bye till then. Thank you for watching.